Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the Introduction to Computing and Social Media Technologies course. Myself Muhammad Hamid Sannan. I am the lecturer in the University of South Asia. Today we will discuss about input devices. In this lecture we will briefly describe about different input devices. The main objective of this lecture is to differentiate among various type of keyboards, standard, compact, gaming keyboard and wireless keyboards. Second thing that we describe in this lecture are describe the characteristics of various pointing devices, mouses, touchpads and trackballs. Third, we describe various uses of touch screens. What are the touch screens and how we use them. Third thing is describe various type of pen inputs, stylus, digital pen and graphic tablets. Next point that we discuss in this lecture is use of motion inputs, voice inputs and video inputs. Differentiate, and the last point that we discuss in this lecture is differentiate among various scanners and reading devices. Now we will move towards our first topic, introduction. In introductory we will define what is input. Input is any data or instruction entered into the memory of a computer. What instruction or data that we entered into our computer. The computer processes our data and produce information, and all the data that we enter into the computer, we use different input devices. Today we will discuss about different input devices. Commonly used input methods include keyboard, pointing devices, touch screens, pen inputs, motion inputs, voice input, video input devices and scanners and reading devices. And what is, now we move towards first thing. First thing is a keyboard. What is a keyboard? A keyboard is an input device that contains keys user press to enter data and instruction into a computer or a mobile device. Most desktop computer keyboards have different parts, different type of keys, which have different functionalities. Just like first is typing area. Typing area includes letters, numeric keys, special symbols, then function keys. Function keys, in the top of every keyboard there are function keys which have specific functions F1, F2, F3 to F12. Third is toggle keys. Toggle keys have a special functionality whether it is on or it is off. If it is on, then it provides specific functionality. Toggle keys include caps lock, numeric lock and just like other locks that include in our keyboard. Next is navigation keys. Navigation keys include different navigations, page down, page up, and then keyboard shortcut keys. Keyboard shortcut keys include different shortcuts. We use multiple keys to perform a functionality using different keys, just like Control C, which provides the functionality to copy something. Then next is media control buttons. Our keyboard have media control buttons which we use to control media's voice, just like if we playing a sound on a speaker. Media control buttons. Media control, our keyboard have keys which control our medias. In our keyboard we have media control buttons. These media control buttons provide the functionality to adjust the volume of a speaker while playing any sound clip. Then next is internet control buttons. Internet controls buttons also provided in our keyboard. There are a variety of keyboard options for computer and mobile devices. Just like in our laptop there are built-in keyboards. In our laptop we have a built-in keyboard in it. Our tablet have clip-on keyboard. Our screen, our mobile screen, our tablet screen have on-screen keyboard which is touch keyboard. We call it as touch keyboard. An ergonomics keyboard has a design that reduces the chances of repetitive strain injuries to wrist and hand. Ergonomic incorporates comfort, efficiency and safety in the design of the workplace. Now we will move towards the second topic. Our second topic is pointing devices. First we introduce what is pointer. A pointer is a small symbol on a screen whose location and shape changes as the user moves a pointing device. First we discuss about most commonly used pointing device is a mouse. A mouse is a pointing device that fits under the palm of our hand comfortably. Different type of mouses: optical mouse, laser mouse and touch mouse that we usually used. Next pointing device includes touchpad. A touchpad is a small, flat, rectangular pointing device that is sensitive to pressure and motion. Usually in our laptop there is a small touchpad that we use to give input instructions and handle the point on the screen. And the second pointing device is trackball. A trackball is a stationary pointing device with a ball on its top or side. Now we will move towards our next topic, which is touch screens. A touch screen is a touch sensitive display. Our laptops, our systems, our mobile devices and tablets have touch screens. We use touch screens to communicate the information and enters data into the system. Next is pen input. With pen input, you touch a stylus or a digital pen on a flat surface to write and draw or make some selections. In mobile phones, in tablets, we use separate stylus to write something or to draw or sketches or to make some selections, which is also an input. We give that input to the system and system proceed our input and shows the output. Next is a graphic tablet. A graphic tablet is called a digitizer. It is an electronic plastic board that detects and converts movement of a style or a digital pen into signals that are sent to the computer. What we use? We use stylus. We use stylus on graphic tablets. Graphic tablets records our movement and converts into signals that are sent to the computer, and computer process on that signals and execute the instructions. Our next topic is motion input. With motion input, sometimes called gestures recognition, users can guide on screen elements using air gestures. Our next topic is voice input. Voice input is the process of entering input by speaking into a microphone. Voice recognition, also called speech recognition, is a computer or mobile device capability of distinguishing between spoken words. Its best example, iPhone or Apple use Siri, which takes your voice as an input and performs functionality according to your input. Audio input. Audio input is the process of entering any sound into the computer, such as speech, music and sound effects. Music production softwares. We use different music production softwares that allow users to record, compose, mix and edit music and sounds. Next we will move towards video input. Video input is the process of capturing full motion images and storing them on a computer or mobile device storage medium. We record videos on a digital video camera DV, then we transfer our video to a computer or mobile device. In our laptop, there is integrated webcam. A webcam is a type of digital video camera that enables a user to capture image or send email messages with video attachments, broadcast live images or videos over the internet, conduct video conferencing, make video calls. All these functionalities are provided by the webcam and it takes our video as an input. Next thing includes in video input is a video conference. A video conference is a meeting between two or more geographically separate pupils. As nowadays we use video conferencing for conducting our lectures, our classes, our interactive sessions. In this scenario, we are remotely at separate places, but we meet on a platform using video conference, which shares our voice as well as our video. Now we move towards our next topic, that is scanners and reading devices. A scanner is a light sensing input device that reads printed text and graphics and then translate the result into a form the computer can process. A flatbed scanner works in a manner similar to a copy machine, except it creates a file of the document in the memory instead of a paper copy. How a flatbed scanner works? Step 1, we place the document to the scan scan face down on the glass window using इसे skip कर दें, हम नेक्स्ट पे ये मेरी स्लाइड में. An optical reader. An optical reader is a device that uses a light source to read characters, marks and codes and then converts them into digital data that a computer can process. Two type of optical readers technology. One is optical character recognition OCR. Second is optical mark recognition OMR. Now we discuss about a barcode reader. A barcode reader, also called a barcode scanner, using laser beams to read a barcodes. For example, in different shopping malls, point of sale systems are integrated. In point of sale systems, they use different barcode scanners to scan the information. In barcode scanner, the barcode contains the information about the items, its price, its name, its description about something, and the category the items belong. A QR code stores information in both a vertical and horizontal direction. Nowadays we use QR codes. The QR codes stores information in a vertical and horizontal direction. Next is RFID. Radio frequency identification uses radio signals to communicate with a tag placed in or attached to an object. An RFID reader reads information on the tag via radio wave. We use RFID to track time of running in a marathon. We track location of people and other items. We check different managing inventories. These are the examples of our RFID usage. Next thing is mag stripe reader that read the magnetic stripe on the back of the card. In our ATM, such as our credit cards, our entertainment cards, bank cards, contains a specific mag stripe reader which contains our information, our name, our account number. If it is a credit card, it contains its information about our account number, our country code, and our some secret information that embedded on mag stripe. Next thing is MICR, magnetic ink character recognition devices that reads text printed with magnetized ink. An MICR reader converts MICR character into a form the computer can process. For example, our bank industry using MICR for check processing. In every check, in the left below, there is special MICR characters which contain specific instructions that are used by our banking system to proceed the check. A data collection device obtains data directly at the location where the transaction or events take place. It's all about today's lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about variety of options for input devices, just like we discuss about keyboards. There are different types of keyboards, and then pointing devices, which includes mouse and other pointing devices. Then we discuss different audio input devices, audio input function. Next we discuss different pointing devices, just like mouse and other pointing devices. And also we discuss different voice input, video input mechanisms, and different scanner readers and other things. In all this session, we discussed about variety of options for input technology, different mechanisms we use for receiving input from the user, like we use keyboards, we use voice input methods, we use video input methods to get information or input from the user, and that information or data processed by the computer and produce the output related to that instructions. It's all about today's lecture. Thank you so much class for your time and watching this video lecture. Allah Hafiz.